So this video, I'm gonna talk about the value of selling to a salesman, right? And why it's better to sell to other salesmen than it is to sell to regular people, right? Because when you're selling to a salesman, they want to be sold. Like when you sell to business people, they want to be sold because it's like, sell me something. I need something to make my business better. I need something to grow my business. Their speculation is based on intelligence, right? Regular people's speculation is not based on intelligence, it's based on risk management, right? They're not going to buy this because it's $1,000. I'm not going to buy it because it's $10,000. They don't care what it is. They just care that it's $10,000. They're like, oh, this $10,000. I'm not going to buy it. They don't care what's on the end of it. They automatically think scam or it does not going to work or that's too much, right? But a salesman, he's thinking, it's 10,000. What can it do for me? What's the technology behind it? This is what I'm using. Oh, is it going to improve that? I'm paying 5,000 for this, and then I'm paying 8,000 for this. But if I pay 10,000 for that, now I'm saving money, right? Because he's used to buying things to improve things. So he's constantly looking for ways to improve something. But a person who's just, I'm just trying to make money, right? They're thinking, okay, that person is good too, but they're still broke. So their risk takes into effect more than the value, right? It's the risk. The risk is more important than the value. Because the risk decreased the value, right? You're like, okay, it's not valuable to me because I don't have the money. So now I got to go pay less for something. But now then that could cost you too. Right? That's why selling more expensive things is always better. It's always better because you're selling to a better buyer. That's it. It's a different level of dependency. Like a person who's buying a trash bag for cheap, they just need they need a place to put some trash in, right? They're dependent on the Walmart or wherever they get their trash bag to get a trash bag. But a person who's trying to make $2 million or $5 million, like they're going to look at something that's cheap and they're going to think, what if it costs me $1,000 to do this? Who are they paying? What kind of workers do they have for it to even be that cheap? Because he knows what it takes. He knows that there's a back end cost of everything. So he's looking at the back end. He's like, okay, this will cost that, that'll cost that. Okay, that sounds about right. Let's do it. But a person without money, they don't think about the back end of things. They don't think, this that employee, and then they gotta get this, and this fee costs that, so we gotta go take it into that consideration. And then I'm the employee, so I cost money too, right? So I'm buying this, and then I have to work. So if I'm working, and then I know somebody has to be working for him, so I'm gonna pay this, but I'm gonna make this money back, right? It's hard. Like it's different ways that people think about when they invest in something. They don't really think about the overall of what people put together, right? Because all entrepreneurs are just people who just put in a certain package of value, right? It's just packaged value of what they know, right? So take a dating coach, right? You're not going to get anything from a dating coach other than how to deal with women. But what if you don't care about women, right? Then you just paid $1,000 for, right? You could have just You could have took two. You could have got AdWords certified and started an AdWords agency for that $1,000, right? Now you got a business and you can work with women and women will work for you. Now you just learn women that way. Or you could just buy a dating coach book or a dating coach course and, you just getting women. But I would never buy a dating coach thing because it's just like, why don't you just start your own business? That's the if you start your own business, that's all the dating that you need. You got all the dating that you need. That's just my opinion. But basically, we was talking about value. Like, if you look at everything, it's just based on value. Even if you buy a course, I see people like, oh, this is a scam course. Or I didn't learn anything from this course. Or, oh, I didn't learn. It's value. It's still, it's value is your inability to determine what's valuable. Even if you go, people who go to college, it's the same thing. To me, college is no different than somebody who's selling an online course. Unless you learn a trade, maybe. But I'm just, like I said, I don't care if somebody went to Harvard or Princeton to learn Facebook ads. Who cares? It's still Facebook ads. Like, there's no Harvard, like, even a person who made Facebook didn't go to Harvard. So that don't even mean nothing.